Hey there friends, hope you're doing well. Today I wanted to actually work on something completely different. Now I may work on the stuff that I mentioned earlier, like connecting, or not connecting, but prettying up this area. However, thinking about the redstone and stuff that I want to do for the future, I want to have its own room. I want to have a redstone area. But I don't just want to have a big area that I can do redstone experiments in. I want to actually have, like, circuits and stuff set up already, because currently I don't know them off the top of my head. And with that, I want to have it to where pretty much any sort of circuit that is common to use in redstone, I can have around the walls. So that way I can work in the middle and then be like, okay, how would I do a T flip-flop, or how would I do this or that? And also it'd be just kind of an interesting build, I think. The only problem is that, well, as much as I love how much interconnectivity there is within the cave, that's also a major annoyance. Because there's not really a clear, big open area that I can do. The only one that I've kind of found is over here. So it's just next to, well, you just saw it's just past our secret door. So it's like over here and down this area. Now we could dig out this area here and kind of make it its own redstone area, or we can pick somewhere maybe a little closer to the surface, maybe out this direction. Now I was hoping that this would come to an end, but it does not. So this heads towards one of the spawners. Now what we could do is dig out this area and just make that it. And then we can have other stuff going on here in the future. Because I really do want to have a pretty big room for this. I don't really want to have to worry about, you know, X, Y, and Z needing to push out stuff or maneuver, finagle things around. So I think that's what we might do, is go all the way over here. Obviously, we'll need to kind of decorate this area. And then up to here, and then dig out this area. It might seem a bit absurd to go all the way over here to dig a big room when I have all this space, and I won't disagree, it kind of is, but it's also kind of, oop, I fell. But it's also kind of annoying to have to finagle with all the caves. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure I'll still have to do that anyways, going all the way over there. Or we could do something over here. Maybe we have... What's down here? Ooh. This could work. This could actually work quite nicely. Forget what I was just saying. Hold up. We might have something here, folks. So if we were to come off right here, hop down to here, we're right next to some parts. We have some connectivity over here. Is this to the tree farm? No, it's to the skelly. Okay. Which we still need to also work on. Okay. That could actually work out quite nicely. I think we'll do that. Because then you can have multiple ways in here. We could cut out the part over here and have it come down to the redstone area. That'd be kind of nifty. And it would definitely be big enough. Well, it's not as big and open as the other spot over by the slime farms and pig farms and stuff like that. I like it. So I have some digging to do, and I need to enchant some tools, so I'm going to go and kill some mobs, because I definitely need the experience at the moment. I made that way tougher than it needed to be to get up. And I think we're going to work on that today. Depending on time, I might want to try and figure out something for this area. And try to make it a bit more pretty. But I really just wanted to kind of get the redstone thing going, since I really do want to start working more on some redstone projects. And also, I can explain to you my future plans for a very big redstone project that I want to do, but it's got a ways before I can even get to making anything of it. But let's get to digging some of that out and doing some planning. And I'll explain more of the plan down there. So this room is going to be fairly large because, well, there's quite a few redstone deals to actually do. We're gonna need to get rid of that. So there's really no way of me having like a naturally big area, but I wanted to have one where there was less chance of me like digging into a cave like underneath me or whatever. So down here definitely works for that. Now my idea, I think I've mentioned it once or twice. I don't know if I've gone into full detail about what I've had planned for many moons in my head. So I've had the idea to do a capture the flag style game, and it would be inspired, well, it would take themes from the TV show Avatar: The Last Airbender. I was a huge fan of that when I was younger when it was airing, and I still love the show. I think it was fantastic. And I had this idea that you could design towers based on each of the nations. So earth, fire, water, and air. And within the 4 towers, you would have traps that are designed or using each of the elements. I don't know all the traps that I could really use for each element, but might have to finagle a couple of things and just kind of go with, you know, it's just gonna be maybe not perfect. Fire is very easy. Earth should be pretty straightforward as far as what I can do. Air and water is very 50-50. So I'm not sure exactly what traps I can really do that would be trappish for those two. I can see using wind charges in the future for air to essentially push you out of the window or something like that to your death. But I just thought this idea would be super cool, and it would be a way for me to, well, get better at redstone. And it would be a reason for me to get better at redstone. Because I just think that'd be a fun game to play. And it wouldn't just be avoiding the towers, it would be within a giant circle, and each tower would be at the edge of the circle. And within the circle to get to the tower, you would have various enemies. Whether I would put Ravagers or the Vindicators or whatever. You have to dodge those to get into the tower to grab the flag that's placed at the top of the tower. So that's one reason for having a room like this where I can just experiment, figure things out, and have references for each of these circuits that are more well used. And I figure it wouldn't be a bad idea. At least I hope not. But that's the gist of it. I think it should turn out pretty cool, but obviously it's going to be quite a ways away. Because, well, there's a lot of updates between then and when I can use the full extent of the redstone. And for how long it'll take me to get there, there's probably going to be an update or two that's going to change a few things. But in that time, I'll be able to practice quite a lot of redstone, and it's going to give me a reason to do that. And along with that, in this world, I really want to rebuild certain scenes or certain buildings from Avatar or other games or movies or shows that I've really enjoyed. And I'm very excited for it. Right now, I'm not sure if this is really... I think we need to go further back that way. But I do like the width of this. Now, I found a video by Mumbo Jumbo from a number of years ago where he went through the various circuits. And I think I'm just going to take the circuits from that video and put them in here, since I don't have observers or anything like that, just with the basic redstone torch, repeater, redstone dust, and yeah, very, very basic circuits, but I figure it's a good starting point for sure. I should probably get rid of the obsidian though, because I'm sure I'll use the obsidian in the future, but on top of that, well, I'll also have to dig the obsidian out anyways to well, put the floor in. So that's also why I enchanted the diamond pickaxe, for the little bit of efficiency that I'll get. But that's the basic plan for the future, as well as the future of just the world and what I want to do in it. So hopefully that sounds cool to some people. And I look forward to people's ideas for different things that can be thrown into the world. I already have a few things that I know I want to put in the world that I've previously built, or that I had plans of building, but never quite got around to it due to just time. But needless to say, I am very excited for the future of the world. So I'm going to get to work pushing this wall back, clearing out the obsidian, and from there, we're going to start placing down some circuits and figuring out how we want to do this. I don't need like a giant thing in the middle, but we definitely need to raise the ceiling and just kind of figure out what we want to do for the designs and exactly how many circuits there are for me to put. I'm going to get back to this and I'll bring you back when I've cleared out a few things. Now I've got a few things built up, and this is a basic idea of what I was thinking, is to have the various circuits around with the signs labeling what's each one. We got rising edge monostable, falling edge monostable. Again, I have really no idea exactly what all of these mean or do, but I'll get to experiment with them over time. And I'm realizing that I'm going to need probably even a bigger room, because there's more than I realized. And of course, these are all just the basic ones, since I don't have hoppers or observers or anything like that. What I'll probably do is just make this a much bigger room than I'd originally intended, and just go from there. But I realized, even though I probably should have realized this before, was that the skelly farm area is right here. So, that's nifty. And I do know that slimes have spawned down here before, so I'll have to keep an eye out and do some... well, just keep an eye out, basically. So what I think I want to do now is to actually change gears. And I want to go outside the cave. I know, it's a scary idea, but I was thinking of actually looking at doing the bridge, or the pathway to the desert. Because I'm curious about mixing and matching a few things. So I'm going to grab a handful of ideas, and we'll meet out there. Now there's quite a distance between here and the mountain on that side to where we connect and actually get to the desert. But I want to make a bridge over the water here, even though it's all ice. I would like to actually have a bridge. For reasons. Now there is no path block in the game at the moment, so what we're going to have to do is carve out this hill over here and put slabs and whatnot to match up with the bridge. And then when path blocks actually do come out, we can throw that in there, but we'll do a path of the fence posts with torches on top to guide our way. And it goes essentially just straight forward. We might keep the forest or the trees as they are, or we might get down a couple of them, but I think for this part, we'll definitely want to actually build a bridge over to there, and then have an uptake, incline, whatever you want to call it, up to the top there, which right up here, you'll see the parting mountains, basically, that we have to go through to get to the desert. So right between there is the desert. Now we'd have to, I want to have a bridge connecting over to here, and then we'll have to terraform this part. Either we'll have to come straight up or just essentially go through. It's going to be quite a few materials. I look forward to how it'll look further on with all the new blocks in the future, but right now we're going to keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. Got to go with the old KISS mantra. Even keeping it simple will still be intensive as far as the materials go with how much there is to do. But I want to do something more than just the cave, since there's more to the world than just the cave. Now, oak isn't going to be the only wood that is used. However, I will use it as kind of the placeholder wood, and then I'll integrate other things into it or switch out some stuff. But for right now, I figure we'll just go with this for now. I think that's a good height, or we can go a little higher. I think that would be a good height. I'm going to have to terraform part of that. Now, do we want to use slabs for the top part here or just use full blocks? Slabs is definitely more resource friendly. However, I'm not sure about the look there. Unless we go with some stairs. I don't know why I made the crafting table and there's one literally right there, but we live and learn. Or we'd probably want stone. I feel like stone is definitely the better one to have for supports. Now we also could do this. We put these over here, like that and that. And then we have the full blocks. And I don't like that. I definitely want to have the same pattern. So then if we do this, I do like that. I'm not sure about the slabs though. What if we do this? Because my thinking is that I won't really need to worry about... Well, if we're just going for this, full blocks is definitely fine. I feel like slabs is more of a... If you want a spawn proof, or if you're, I don't know, going for a specific look. Or for decorations on the walls and stuff like that, but for this I think full blocks is the better way to go. Just so I don't have to worry about where I place stuff. So if we do that... I don't exactly know how much sense that made. In my head I knew what I wanted to say, but the words couldn't quite come out. Do that, that, and that. Then you do that. Okay, I definitely like that more. So if we do something like this, holding up the pillars, I guess. So if we do that, I'm not exactly sure how I want to do the sides. So let's just get this taken across and see where it comes out. Simple and to the point. There we go. So now, the in-between stuff I'm not totally sure about. I do want to do... What if we do something like this? Gonna need more stairs. If we do that, slab. And then we do this. And then you have that. It is a good thing that I have a bunch of cobble saved up. And it's also a good thing that I have a bunch of furnaces just chilling about. Or we may do spruce as the arches. However, I like the idea of stone doing that. Maybe having some sort of wood type as the accent? I'm not totally sure. I guess we could put the wood as the pillars and then the stone as the arches, but I don't know. Oh no, I'm not the biggest fan of that. Hey, I can actually do this now. Shift click on top of it. That is very nice. Before, you couldn't do that. Now, I like the idea here. However, I think the execution is a little poor. What if you go up one? I think that's a bit better. It's less, you know, straight, I guess. Now the big question, how would I make this part look decent? That is the mystery. The mystery of life. So if we did something like that, and then maybe like that. From this side, it just looks bleh. That's right, bleh. I like that right there. Maybe the hole in it would actually be good, which I don't think you'd really want to say about a bridge, but it's like that and that. That's not bad. Still looks a little too flat, I'd say. I don't think adding stairs on the outside, though, would really help. Something like this. Maybe I'm going too stair heavy. I like the arch idea. The overall connecting is what's going to be interesting. So let's use fence posts instead. So we can get rid of this. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if I really need to put something right underneath that fence post. I think that works. I kind of don't want to use oak, though, since we have so much of it. What if we go with jungle? I think that works. So if we do this, put that there. Okay, I do like the look of it. I'm so torn. This might be something that I'll just have to kind of finagle on and off camera kind of deal. What if, instead of that, instead of the jungle wood, what if we put cobble? Okay, I actually like that a lot better. It's not obviously as drastic of a change, and it adds that little bit of extraness, I think. I'm not sure what extraness is, but it adds it. Okay. So we're going to go with this all the way down. I'm going to have to grab more cobble, along with more stone brick. And I like the fence up there. We might switch out the oak for spruce, though. Or we can do this. If we drop this right there. Oh, it's... Oh, see, stairs. Because right now, stairs just honestly suck. So if we add some spruce... Too much, I went spruce crazy. How does that look? Yeah, I don't mind it. Now if we make it all the way... Dun dun. I actually like that better. And I can change out the stuff on the sides, so that's not a problem. Okay. So I'm going to continue this across. And then as far as the path over here, it's going to be very simple. Literally just fences on both sides with torches on top of them. So it's not going to be anything super duper crazy. Like that. Maybe one like right here. Right there. Go around the trees. Then we head over here. Okay. Yeah, I think that'll work. And I can put one on both sides if I really want, or just keep the one for each side. Or the one, my brain's not quite working right now, but either keep like this or put one across here, one across there. You get it. Fantastic. So, and then we'll probably just carry this design over to the bigger bridge over there. We might just add a few more details with it being bigger. But for right now, I'm definitely just going to stick with... We're going to go with simplicity. but I'm going to need a lot of stone. Ouch. Gonna need a lot more stone and, well, definitely more oak. But I think that is where we're going to leave it for today. I'll be working on this in between episodes. Probably show off what I've done more so in the next episode. And then the redstone room will definitely just be an ongoing project since, like I said, there's plenty of more. I don't know what the heck I was going with there. There's many more circuits to add and everything like that, especially when it comes to the later updates when everything gets changed and, you know, like with the redstone update. That little update that comes up next update. So I may not go full bore on the redstone room, but yeah. Okay, I'm not exactly sure why I did that. Well, I could add like a little tunnel over here. That'd be kind of nifty, I think. Alright, either way. There's plenty more to do with this one, and next time I think we'll continue with this project, and then I'll touch on the redstone room, and we'll figure something out from there. But either way, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you in the next one. Do take care of yourself.